Hello. Today General Hospital will reveal throughout his long and illustrious career, Tristan Rogers has become an irreplaceable icon in the world of television. Particularly with his portrayal of Robert Scorpio on General Hospital. His remarkable acting talent has left an indelible mark on audiences. With memorable moments and profound storylines that shaped the character of Robert. For many fans, the very mention of General Hospital invokes the image of Robert Scorpio. A character whose complexities, strengths, and vulnerabilities resonated deeply. However, now, after decades of captivating performances, Rogers' remarkable career is overshadowed by a heartbreaking reality that no one ever wished would come to pass. The legendary actor, who has been with General Hospital since its early years, is now facing an unavoidable battle, terminal cancer. Recent revelations about his health have caused an outpouring of sorrow. Not only among his devoted fan base but also from his longtime colleagues, who are left grappling with the emotional weight of this devastating news. Recently, Steve Burton, who plays Jason Morgan on the show, shared emotional moments about his co-star's life during these challenging times. In particular, Burton recounted a visit he paid to Rogers, where he witnessed firsthand the incredible strength and perseverance that his friend continues to demonstrate despite the brutal toll of his illness. Rogers. It was during this visit that Steve Burton was profoundly moved by his friend's indomitable spirit. Rogers, although weakened by the relentless effects of chemotherapy, continued to push forward and was determined to complete his final scenes on General Hospital. This unwavering commitment to his craft left both Burton and the fans in awe, highlighting just how deeply Rogers values his work and the people he has worked with throughout his career. Steve spoke candidly about the emotions he felt during his visit. As he witnessed his friend battling such a devastating illness, it was impossible for Burton not to be deeply moved. "Tristan is clearly facing a monumental challenge right now," Burton remarked, visibly emotional as he spoke. "I mean, he's truly remarkable. To show up every day, despite everything he's going through, it's nothing short of inspiring. Despite being physically drained." Rogers kept a smile on his face and continued to give his all, refusing to give in to the immense pain he was enduring. "He's been such a trooper. I have so much respect for him," Burton added. "His mental fortitude is something I truly admire." One of the most poignant moments shared between Burton and Rogers took place on set during a particularly special scene between Robert and Sasha. The scene, which was carefully crafted to showcase an emotional reunion between the two characters, became even more significant in light of Rogers' real-life struggle. Despite his declining health, Rogers infused the scene with a depth of emotion that only someone with his experience and passion for acting could do. In this moment, Robert Scorpio, a character known for his stoic and often guarded demeanor, was transformed. Instead of his usual sharp and no-nonsense persona, Robert greeted Sasha and her granddaughter, Daisy, with warmth and tenderness, embodying the love and compassion that lay beneath his hardened exterior. The scene, which was meant to convey Robert's joy at reuniting with his family, became an even more poignant moment due to the real-life circumstances surrounding Rogers. Steve Burton reflected on the scene, noting how different it was to see Robert, usually so serious and distant, express such tenderness. "It was a beautiful moment," Burton shared. "Robert has always been a little on the gruff side, but seeing him in that moment of softness, welcoming Sasha and Daisy, was a real departure. It was a special moment, and it's something I'll never forget." For fans watching at home, they unknowingly were also witnessing Rogers' own emotional resilience as he fought against his illness. The scene, though scripted as part of the show, took on new significance in the light of Rogers' real-life struggles, making it even more meaningful for those who knew the true battle he was enduring behind the scenes. Speaks volumes about the kind of person he is. His love for General Hospital, his love for his colleagues, and his dedication to his fans have never wavered. And it is this spirit that has endeared him to so many over the years. As fans continue to watch the final scenes featuring Robert Scorpio, There is a bittersweet understanding that these may be some of the last moments they will ever see of Rogers on screen. For those who have followed his journey for decades, this marks the end of an era. However, his impact on the world of television and the hearts of his fans will remain forever. Tristan Rogers' legacy is one of resilience, love, and devotion, both on screen and off. And while the future may be uncertain, the love and respect he has earned throughout his remarkable career will continue to shine brightly for years to come. In the end, despite the immense pain he is enduring, Tristan Rogers continues to show the world what true strength looks like. His commitment to General Hospital and to his fans serves as a powerful reminder of the power of perseverance and the lasting impact of a life well lived. And as his journey continues, fans, colleagues, and loved ones alike will hold on to the hope that his story is far from over. Throughout his illustrious career, Tristan Rogers has become an indelible part of the General Hospital legacy, with his portrayal of Robert Scorpio standing as one of the most iconic roles in the history of the show. For decades, Robert has been a character beloved by fans for his intelligence, bravery, and unwavering moral compass. But more than that, Robert Scorpio became a symbol of strength, complexity, and resilience. These qualities were not just part of the character on screen, but also reflected in the life of the man who portrayed him, Tristan Rogers. Yet, the recent revelation that Tristan is now battling terminal cancer has cast a shadow over what has been a stellar career, leaving fans and colleagues alike heartbroken. The devastating news has been a sobering reminder of the frailty of life, even for those who seem larger than life, such as the beloved actor behind one of daytime television's most enduring figures. Recently, Steve Burton, who plays Jason Morgan on General Hospital, shared an incredibly emotional reflection on his time spent with Tristan Rogers during these difficult times. In a conversation with Bradford Anderson, Burton described a visit to see Tristan that left him deeply moved. Despite battling an aggressive form of cancer and enduring the debilitating side effects of chemotherapy, Tristan Rogers displayed a level of strength and perseverance that was nothing short of inspiring. Steve spoke about his admiration for Tristan's determination to continue working, even as his body weakened under the strain of treatment. Tristan is facing an unimaginable challenge right now, Steve said, his voice thick with emotion. But despite everything, he still shows up. He still gives everything he has to his work. It's incredible. His ability to fight, not just physically but mentally and emotionally, is something I deeply admire. For many, the emotional weight of these words can't be understated. Here was an actor, an icon, who had been a fixture on daytime television for over 4 decades, now facing the fight of his life. But even in his most vulnerable moments, Tristan Rogers had shown that he was not ready to back down from the challenge. It was this same spirit that had defined his portrayal of Robert Scorpio, a character who had faced numerous personal and professional struggles but had never wavered in his pursuit of justice or his love for his family. Robert had always been a fighter, and now, in his real life, Tristan was fighting just as fiercely, albeit in a battle much more personal and far more harrowing. One of the most moving moments that Steve Burton recalled from his visit to Tristan was a particularly poignant scene filmed for General Hospital. In this scene, Robert Scorpio shares an emotional reunion with Sasha, a character he has known for years. As Robert opens the door to greet Sasha and her young daughter Daisy, a wave of warmth and tenderness washes over him, qualities that had often been hidden beneath Robert's tough, stoic exterior. For fans who had long watched Robert navigate a life full of danger, intrigue, and complex relationships, seeing him embrace his family with such love and vulnerability was both a heartwarming and bittersweet moment. It was amazing to watch, Steve reflected. You usually don't see Robert like that. He's always been so tough, so no nonsense. But in that moment, when he greeted Sasha and Daisy, it was like we saw a different side of him, one that was full of love, warmth, and care. It was a beautiful scene, and it's something I'll always remember. Steve's words are a testament not only to the incredible writing that has defined General Hospital but also to the depth and emotional range that Tristan brought to the character of Robert. As Robert embraced his family, the audience was reminded of the man behind the character, an actor who was not just playing a part but was, in many ways, living the very emotions that his character was expressing. But as much as the scene was filled with love and tenderness, there was an underlying sorrow that made it so much more profound. For many viewers, this could very well be one of the last times they would see Tristan Rogers portray Robert Scorpio. The emotional gravity of that reality weighed heavily on everyone involved in the making of the show. This reunion scene, filled with joy and warmth, was also a reminder that time is fleeting and that the very essence of what made General Hospital so beloved, the characters, the stories, and the actors who brought them to life, was something that would eventually come to an end for those involved. Fans couldn't help but feel that the scene was a symbolic farewell to not just a beloved character but also to the actor who had given so much of himself to that role for over 4 decades. For Tristan Rogers, this wasn't just another scene in a long-running soap opera. This was a chance for him to pour everything he had into his final moments as Robert Scorpio, embodying every aspect of the character's humanity, flaws, and strength. In the face of illness, Tristan's commitment to his work is all the more remarkable. Despite not revealing the exact type of cancer he was battling, the effect of his condition was clear. The toll that chemotherapy had taken on his body was evident, yet Tristan remained undeterred, determined to finish his work. His strength, both physically and mentally, became a powerful metaphor for the character he had portrayed for so long. It was as if Robert's journey, with all of its twists and turns, had come full circle in a way that mirrored Tristan's real-life struggle. As fans, colleagues, and friends rallied around Tristan, there was an outpouring of love and support for the man who had given so much to the world of daytime television. It was clear that, even in the darkest of times, Tristan Rogers was a beacon of hope and strength. His battle with cancer, while heartbreaking, was also a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. And as the fans and the cast of General Hospital continue to watch his final moments on screen, they are reminded not only of his contributions as an actor but also of the immense strength and grace with which he has faced this final chapter of his life. For those of us who have followed General Hospital for years, it's hard to imagine the show without Robert Scorpio. But in a way, we won't have to. Tristan Rogers has left an indelible mark on General Hospital, on the hearts of his co-stars, and on the lives of millions of fans. His legacy, one of resilience, love, and devotion, will live on long after the final scene airs. And while his time with the show may be coming to an end, the impact he has had on the world of television and the lives of those who love him will never be forgotten. For over 4 decades, Tristan Rogers has been an essential figure in the world of daytime television, bringing to life one of the most beloved characters in General Hospital, Robert Scorpio. His portrayal of the charming, heroic, and sometimes flawed Robert has captured the hearts of millions, making the character one of the cornerstones of the show. Tristan's dedication to his craft and the warmth he has shared with his audience have made Robert Scorpio an enduring symbol of strength, love, and resilience. However, recent developments have cast a heavy shadow over this iconic career. Tristan, who has been an integral part of General Hospital since its early days, is now battling terminal cancer. And the news of his diagnosis has deeply affected both his fans and colleagues. In the midst of this devastating news, Steve Burton, who portrays Jason Morgan on General Hospital, shared his deeply emotional reflections about his co-star's health battle. Burton, who has spent countless hours working alongside Tristan on the set of the show, recounted a visit to his friend that left him profoundly moved. Despite the significant toll that cancer and chemotherapy have taken on Tristan's body, he continues to demonstrate an unwavering commitment to his work. In a conversation with fellow actor Bradford Anderson, Burton described seeing Tristan on set and witnessing firsthand the strength and resilience that have always defined him, not just as an actor, but as a person. Tristan is facing an unimaginable challenge right now, Burton said. But he's still showing up. He's still fighting. And it's incredible. Even with everything he's going through, he keeps going. His spirit is something I deeply admire. Steve Burton's words reflect not just admiration for his friend's determination but also an understanding of the emotional weight that comes with watching someone you care about endure such a difficult time. For fans of General Hospital, it's impossible to watch Robert Scorpio without thinking of the actor who has so perfectly embodied him for all these years. Tristan's portrayal of Robert has always been one of depth, heart, and complexity. From his dramatic storylines to his quieter, more personal moments. Robert has always been a character full of layers, much like the actor behind him. The emotional weight of the current storyline on General Hospital, in which Robert Scorpio is dealing with his own health crisis, feels even more poignant in light of Tristan's real-life battle with cancer. But beyond the scripted events, there is something deeply moving about knowing that Tristan Rogers is pouring every ounce of himself into these final moments as Robert. Even as he faces the greatest challenge of his life. It's not just a performance, it's a testament to the man's spirit, his love for his fans. And his enduring devotion to the show and the character he's played for so long. In a particularly heart-wrenching scene, Robert reunites with Sasha. A character he's had a close relationship with over the years. The moment, which was written to convey warmth and emotion, takes on an added layer of significance when one considers that Tristan Rogers, despite his declining health, is still giving everything to the scene. In the past, Robert has often been portrayed as a stoic, sometimes gruff character, but in this moment, Tristan allows Robert's vulnerability to shine through. As he greets Sasha and her granddaughter Daisy, there is a softness to his demeanor that fans haven't often seen from Robert. It's a beautiful, tender moment, a reminder that beneath the hardened exterior of this legendary character is a man capable of great love and compassion. Steve Burton, who witnessed this moment on set, remarked on the emotional power of the scene. It was incredible to watch Robert, who's usually so tough and serious, show such warmth and tenderness, Burton shared. Seeing Tristan bring that level of emotion into the scene, knowing everything he's going through, was both heartbreaking and beautiful. This scene encapsulates everything that makes General Hospital such a beloved show, the raw emotion, the complex characters, and the unspoken bond between the actors who bring those characters to life. For Tristan, it's not just about the role, it's about leaving behind a legacy of authenticity and heart. However, despite the beauty of these moments, there is also an undeniable sense of sadness. Fans who have followed General Hospital for years know that Tristan Rogers is synonymous with Robert Scorpio. There is a deep sense of gratitude that fans feel for the moments they've been able to witness. The fact that Tristan Rogers has continued to work, despite the toll his illness has taken on his body. Hoping that he can fight through this challenge and make a full recovery. The hope is that the man who has given so much to General Hospital and to his fans will be able to return. Not just as Robert Scorpio but as the incredible human being he is. Fans continue to dream of a world where Tristan Rogers can beat cancer, return to the set of General Hospital. His journey with cancer may be fraught with pain, but it is also a journey filled with incredible courage. As fans continue to watch General Hospital, they will do so with gratitude for the moments they've shared with Robert, and they will continue to hold on to the hope that, in some way, Tristan Rogers will return to us, not just as an actor, but as the symbol of strength, love, and perseverance that he has always been. And no matter what happens, his place in the hearts of millions of fans will remain forever cherished and never forgotten. As we continue to watch the final moments of Robert Scorpio, we are reminded that it is not just a character we are bidding farewell to. It is a man who has given his all for his fans and his craft. Tristan Rogers has given us decades of unforgettable performances, and for that, we will be forever grateful. Through the tears and the farewells, one thing is certain, Tristan Rogers will live on in the hearts of everyone who has been touched by his work and his spirit. The legacy of Robert Scorpio, and the legacy of the actor who brought him to life, will continue to inspire for years to come.